Hi, everyone. My name is Mahara. Welcome back to my Women of Courage series. Today, I have a very special guest. Her name is Janie, and she is going to share with us her definition of courage. And we'll get started right away. Janie, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm Janie. I'm a mother of three. I work full time. I'm a quality assurance analyst. Right now, I'm working from home. So basically, the joys of motherhood and working. That's about it for me.
That's a lot. Can you tell us? I sent you these questions earlier, but I'd love to know, what is your definition of courage?
So I thought a lot about this, and I know a lot of people feel like courage is when you're not afraid of something. But for me, I feel like it's when you're afraid of something and you can honestly just push through that obstacle, not giving up on yourself, not giving up on, things in life, and you just keep moving forward.
It's interesting that you say that because a lot of people agree with you. Courage is actually fear walking. It's understanding and saying, yeah, this frightens me, but I'm willing to go forward anyway. Thanks for sharing that definition, Janie. I love it. Would you mind telling us what your relationship is with courage?
Sure. I feel like courage can kind of be a constant in my life. I feel like it's the thing that keeps me going. Say you're having a stressful day, feeling overwhelmed, it's just something you push through. There's those days where, you just don't want to get out of bed in the morning, and it's what gets you up, it's what gets you moving, gets you motivated. I think that also, like, as a young girl, it's kind of what got me through some of like the body issues that I suffered through. Just it made me stronger, and it helped me get past those issues that I was having.
So you'd say that you've got a good relationship with courage?
Yes, I would think I do.
Awesome. So speaking of good relationships and courage, what do you think is the most courageous thing that you've ever done? And how did that act change your life?
So I feel like I have a lot of things that, like, have pushed me through when I think back to, like, say, my past, where I did struggle with, like body issues or any kind of anxiety. It's like you went through a string of, say, like, bad relationships, and that courage to, like, get you through those times and to get you moving, or to get you to change yourself, feel more confident in yourself. um I also see, like, my teenage daughter struggling with some of those, and it's like heartbreaking to me, so it's kind of leading me where I'm trying to be courageous right now to start up something different. I Getting out of my comfort zone. I started a Facebook group, and it's about supporting and encouraging each other. And within that group, I feel like they've supported and encouraged me and inspired me. And I really want to get out there and help teenagers, and, that we're in the same situation as I am, that deal with, body issues, bad relationships, just kind of feel like they're giving up. And I want to get a website going and get that started. And I have a whole list of ideas. So I'm trying to use that courage right now to push through and see what happens with all of those.
That sounds really exciting. So what I'm hearing, Janie, is that you've lived a life of courage and you recognize that. And today you are drawing on your experiences from the past to create a safe place to help others,
Yes.
especially younger women that have gone through or are going through things that you went through yourself. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so is this the first time that you've really thought of what you're doing as a courageous act?
Yeah, I think it is a first time for me to think about it that way. You think about courage as being strong and starting this empire, or starting this huge, goal that you have, and you don't always think about it in the little steps that get you there. And I think that realizing that was huge for me, because I was like, wow, I'm actually doing this. I'm actually taking those steps and moving forward, so I am being courageous.
How did that make you feel in the moment when you realized that you were being courageous?
good. I mean, it made me feel really good. And, being a mom in having 3 kids, you feel like you prioritize, your kids and your family and their needs before yours. So it's definitely helping me realize that, putting my needs and prioritizing myself is important. And that was also very, courageous for me as well.
I'm curious, what does the rest of your family think about what you're doing right now?
My 2 teenage daughters are like, "Really? You're doing this? Like, wow." Like, they're very impressed about it. And my son, he's 10, so he's a little on the younger side, but, he's definitely positive, and my husband's encouraging, and my family's encouraging, my parents, and yeah.
Oh, I think that's wonderful. If you could say something to your younger self around what you were going to be going through, if you could speak to her today, what would you say to her?
I wish I knew, you know, then what I knew now, about myself and the things that I could get through, because especially when you're younger, you think that everything, happens to you, and it's going to be permanent, or I'm not going to get through this. And you think down on yourself, I think, a little bit more. You're self more self-critical. And I think that if I would have known then what I knew now, like, maybe I would have been farther in life, and taken different steps, or done a little bit more of what I wanted to do for myself, a little bit more of like my passion and my dreams.
Yeah, that sounds just so wonderful. But how great is it that you're there now, like here in
It's
this
great.
moment?
Yeah,
You
it
are.
is. Sorry, I didn't mean to
No, I
cut
was
you
just going
off.
to say, I think it's awesome because you're right. It's a great thing. We often want to look back on and we'd say, man, if only I knew then what I know now. But that aside, it's so empowering to know that you are in a place where you feel that great about what you're doing. Good
Yeah,
job.
thank you.
Good job. Cool. So you have this idea of creating a safe place for teens on Facebook. And tell me a little bit more about what that is going to look like.
So I want to be able to encourage teens to share their stories, to where they can feel comfortable and relate to what someone else is going through. Usually, when you're going through something, whether it's body issues, you feel like you're the only one. Like, I'm the only one that looks like this. And I feel so terrible about myself. And I think that when they realize that there's other girls and women that have gone through this, that they can see that, you do get through this, and I'm not the only one. And it's like a secure space for them to, express how they're feeling and get support and get input, and how people have dealt with things and how they've gotten through them. And I want to try to break down some of the, social media and the what's out there in the beauty industry. Um,
Mm.
changing that look. I would love to see all shapes and all sizes, and, not just that stereotypical model kind of figure out there, so that we're advertising to these girls, what an average body looks like, not what a size 0 body looks like.
Or what a photoshopped body looks like. I've got two teenagers. Well,
Mhm.
one's a teenager, one's in her early 20s. And it's a very powerful medium. And that I think has done our girls a disservice for sure. Can I ask, have you named your Facebook page? Has it started? Or your Facebook group?
Yeah, I did. I just started it, so it's not fully complete, but it's Teen Girls Unite. And I'm launching a website with the same name, and I'm still working on that. And then I've also started an Instagram page with the same name as well.
That's awesome. That's
Mhm.
congratulations. What a fabulous idea. I love it.
Thank you.
I'm going to wish you a fabulous day. And everyone, thanks again for joining us one more time on my Women of Courage series. I look forward to the next time.